everybody. Today I'm going to take you through one of my warm-up exercises that's part of what I call my daily routine, so something that I do every day just to get myself away from kind of some of the muscles that we use as humans for things like talking and biting and chewing and slouching and all of these things that we do that are not particularly conducive to playing the bassoon. So the very first exercise in that routine involves just two things. It involves your vocal and it involves a reed. So this is, you see I have an instrument already set up here, but this is something that you can do before you even get anything set up for the day if you have a very limited amount of time and you don't have time to unpack. If you're looking for something that's very quick, that's a little bit more quiet than perhaps practicing your full instrument, this is a great exercise you can do. And I do it every day, again, just to remember to get away from these chewing muscles, so these muscles that come in the side of our mouths that we're used to pulling back, particularly if you smile a lot, which I hope you do. These muscles are used to pulling back, and when we play our instrument, what we want them to do is relax and move forward so that we have a soft, holistic, kind of squishy embouchure support. And a lot of that tension that we think of as support from our embouchure needs to be replaced by airspeed and air support. So this exercise shows you how to do that. So what I pull up for this is a tuner. So I have my tuner pulled up, and when you play the reed and the vocal together, it should be somewhere around a C, maybe a C sharp. Mine usually comes in right about a C, particularly when I have a new reed like this. And so for this exercise, there are 3 steps, as you can see in my little handout here. Step number 1 is to just play the stable pitch. Should be about a C or a C sharp, again, if you're playing on the vocal. If you play on just the reed, it's around an F above that. And then step number 2 is I'm going to take these facial muscles and completely relax them. So drop them all the way down. The tone will spread. You notice in my paragraph there, it'll sound like the sound gets flatter. It'll sound like the tone gets broader. It's not necessarily like we'd like to play our instrument because we're removing all support. So here's step 1 into step 2. You might even get to that growling sort of double buzz sound. And then step number 3 is, since I need to replace that support that I've removed from my embouchure. So I relax all of these muscles, and then I'm going to feel what feels like pushing out or pushing down with the muscles that are in between my belly button and that solar plexus area where your 2 ribs meet. Some of these intercostal muscles around the sides of my body, my obliques, are going to push out, so it feels like you're getting stronger and bigger in the middle of your body, and that air speeds up. And what that'll sound like is the pitch gets higher again. So I'll do step 2 into step 3. I'm going to start completely unengaged and then speed up. So when we put all of these together, I play the sound as it is. I just notice where I am for the day. I remove the tension and the kind of thing that we think of as support, embouchure support, that we really don't need to play the instrument, that gets in our way. Remove that and replace it with airspeed. So all steps 1, 2, 3 together sound and look like this. You can see the tuner go down and go up. I'm going to repeat this with a closer view in my face. That way you can see what happens with the embouchure. If you're looking in the mirror, you want it to look something like this. You'll see these muscles relax. It'll look like my lips roll out maybe a little bit. And then everything from here up stays the same as what you can't see is when I increase that airspeed, these muscles do a little bit more work and replace that airspeed. And now I'm set up to put this on the instrument and do the rest of my routine.